Electric scooters nowadays are becoming more and more popular all around the world, and I have to say that this is one of my favorite things to go for when I have to travel a short distance or when I don't need to carry some luggage with me. So today I'm going to show you the Kugoo Kirin S4 electric scooter, which is provided by Kugoo, but this video is not sponsored in any term, and I'll share with you my honest experience with the scooter. One of the main things that you have to consider when buying a scooter is the build quality itself. Here with the Kirin S4 we have a great build quality, no matter if we are talking about the base plate of the scooter, if we are talking about the handlebars, or like a total construction. I have to say that I like very much the mechanism for folding the scooter because it looks very sturdy, it feels very sturdy, and unlike the Xiaomi scooters that you can get, this one here is made better. I can guarantee you this. And this one here is not wobbling around, it's not rattling, and it is not getting any loose like on the Xiaomi scooters. So I can give a thumbs up to the build quality of the scooter because we have good materials and we have a good assembly. Another great thing to see here are 10-inch pneumatic tires, which will allow you to ride a little bit smoother than other scooters with smaller tires. The bigger the tire, the smoother the ride it will be, because these scooters are not coming with any suspension. Without any suspension, if you're riding on a pavement or cobblestone or things like this, you are going to have a hard time. But with the bigger tires, the experience will be a little bit smoother. So these tires gave me a little bit more of a comfort than other scooters that I have been testing, which are again without suspension. I have tested it in rough terrain, I have tested it also on asphalt, and I have to say that for the price that we are paying for this scooter and the lack of suspension, the ride comfort is actually okay. Another thing that you should consider when buying a scooter is the braking system. Here we have a double braking system, which is an e-brake and also a disc brake at the rear wheel. And the thing is that here we have EABS. But this EABS is not working all of the time. I have tested a few times on different surfaces, and I have to say that one of the times I almost fell off the scooter because the tire locked itself and it started sliding. So the EABS should prevent this kind of things, but in my case it occurred a few times. So be careful when braking with this scooter. In my opinion, the platform of the scooter is wide enough and long enough for me and for my size of shoes, which is number 42, I think, in the European scale. I felt very comfortable while riding the scooter, and I didn't see the need for a wider platform or for a longer platform. I think that this is the sweet spot of the platforms that you can get on a scooter, and this feels very nice because of the rubbery coating at the top. The rubbery coating will prevent any slipping of your shoes on the scooter, and I think that this is a good move from Kugoo to make such a platform. The platform is sturdy, wide enough, long enough, and I think that most of the people are going to enjoy riding the scooter with such a platform. When you first receive the scooter, you won't be having anything else to adjust or to build except of the handlebar. The handlebar is mounted to the scooter with few screws that are provided in the package, and it will take you something like 5 minutes maximum, so everything is pretty easy and the scooter comes very well packaged. And I doubt that some people are going to get their scooters broken or something like this. The packaging is on point. Unlike other scooters that I have been testing during my career as a tech journalist and a tech YouTuber, this here has a very nice and big touchscreen, which I like very much. The big touchscreen gives you the option to adjust everything that you want, and in this case you can turn on and off the headlight, you can also change the speed modes, and you can change the units from metric to imperial or vice versa. The great thing here is that the screen is big and it is bright, but not under harsh sunlight, because under harsh sunlight you will be having some issues seeing the screen, just like I did, and this is one of the downsides of this thing. But if we put this thing aside, I have to say that this is one of the most comfortable ways to go on with a scooter, where you can adjust everything via the touchscreen, or if you don't want to use the touchscreen, you can use the power button to adjust everything. You can double press it for changing the speed, you can single press it to turn on and off the headlight and the tail light. And when talking about the headlights and tail lights, I have to say that these ones are very bright, unlike the screen. Here you can see absolutely everything while riding at pitch black, and also people or cars or whatever transport is behind you can see you very well, because the tail light is very bright also. So I can give a big thumbs up to Kugoo for putting such a bright headlight and tail light. 350 watt rear mounted motor and a battery that should last around 40 kilometers, which is tested with 65 kilogram person while riding without any braking, without any wind or stuff like this. This is the perfect scenario, but this is not staying the same way with people that are on the weight limit of the scooter. I am 102 kilograms, and when riding this scooter I didn't experience any issues with accelerating. I didn't experience any issues with the speed because the maximum speed is 35 kilometers and I got something like 31-33 kilometers, but the range is significantly decreased. I get something like 14-15 kilometers maximum, and that 40-kilometer range will be achieved by a kid or by my girlfriend, for example, which is in the lightweight category, and they're not going to make the scooter struggle. So if you are looking for something with long range, I don't think that this is the best scooter that you can look for if you're above 70 kilograms. So in my case, I'm getting something like 14-15 kilometers, but it will be depending on the rider and his kilograms, of course. One of the things that is very convenient when using the Kugoo S4 is the option to change the speed, and by changing the speed you have three options which will limit the speed at different kilometers per hour. The maximum speed is 35 kilometers per hour, and I have to say that I personally got around 31-33 kilometers per hour, so I have absolutely no complaints, keeping in mind that I am above the weight limit of this scooter. Also, I didn't have any issues with accelerating with the scooter. It was very nice, it was very smooth, it didn't struggle at all, so I can give it a thumbs up for the performance of the scooter. As a conclusion, I can say that Kugoo Kirin S4 is a great scooter with some flaws, of course. There is no such thing as a perfect product on the market. Even if I get a pair of headphones, I can see some downsides of this. But what I want to say is that if you are a lighter rider, if you are around 65 or 70 kilograms, you are going to have a very nice experience with the Kirin S4, because you are going to get a longer range with a single charge. Also, the acceleration will be a little bit better than what I have experienced, keeping in mind that I am absolutely okay with the acceleration for my kilograms. And while talking about the comfort, the 10-inch tires will be your best friend while riding the scooter, because they are going to give you a little bit of a smoothness, even that the scooter doesn't have any suspension. If you are riding on a pavement or something like this, you are going to appreciate the 10-inch tire compared to the 7 and 8-inch tires that we have seen in other scooters. And of course, there are some downsides. As I said, there is not a single perfect product on the market, and here I can say that the downsides are with the range that is given on this scooter. It is 40 kilometers, but in some perfect conditions that are almost unreachable. Also, another minus is that the big and nice touchscreen is not very well visible under harsh sunlight, and you're going to struggle a little bit to see, for example, what is your range that you have passed, what is your battery level, what is your speed that you are currently going with. And this is something that I think Kugoo can easily adjust for the future generations of scooters. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you like it, I hope you find it useful. If it is so, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you in the next review. Bye.